I'll show you guys how I make my crispy chicken burgers because they're pretty good. I start with the marinade, and I didn't have any buttermilk this time, so I just used some milk with a little bit of lemon. Here I'm using chicken breasts and I let them marinate for a few hours. For the flour mix, honestly just use as much spices as you can, it makes such a difference in the flavour. And then here I'm showing how I make my spicy mayo. It's super easy and it tastes amazing. When it comes to coating the chicken, I like to mix some of the wet mixture in the dry so that it gives it a really flaky crust. And of course, if you want it to be extra thick and crispy, you want to double dip or even triple dip. Leave it to rest for a few minutes, and that way the coat won't separate when you're frying, and then it should look something like this. And then you can go ahead and build the burger with anything you like, and that's basically it.
I told y'all there's food at home. Let's make some hot wings. I love me some wings. How about you? Make sure your wings are dry and rub them with some salt and cayenne pepper. Heat up some oil in a deep pan. You'll know it's hot enough when some bubbles form around a wooden spoon. While that's frying, we're going to make the sauce. Microwave hot sauce and butter for 1 minute, or you can heat it on the stove. Y'all hear that, Chris? I tried to toss the wings in the sauce like they do at Hooters, but it was a fail. Yep, your girl went to Hooters back in the day. Serve with some blue cheese and enjoy. Follow and share for more recipes.
Are you using box mix for your pancake? We're gonna make pancakes the old school way. Look, all right, 2 cups of flour.
Half a teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon baking soda.
1 tablespoon of sugar. Just give it a little whisk. 2 eggs. Whiskey business part 2. 1.5 cups of milk. Your 2 eggs. 1 tablespoon vegetable oil. Mix, but be kind to it. We want to keep those air bubbles.
That looks like a pancake batter if I ever seen one. Non-stick skillet, yes, I know it's scratched. Butter in.
Medium heat. Just enough for a thin layer on the bottom of that pan.
Wait for the pan to get hot. Apparently I lost my ladle. You can also use a measuring cup. Once your pan is hot, scoop and ladle onto your pan. Cook 2 to 3 minutes.
Flip them all, and then 2 to 3 more minutes.
I just really hope The Rock would be proud of this. Classic butter pat.
Yes, sir. Now when I do breakfast, I do it pancake style.
Hi guys, welcome back to Ominous October. JC Lee Duggart grew up in Lake Tahoe, California and was a generally happy kid. On June 10th, 1991, she was walking to her school bus stop when a couple pulled up from behind her, shot her with a stun gun, and kidnapped her. Her uncle witnessed it but was outrun by the couple's car. In 2009, a man named Philip Garrido was ordered by his parole officer to bring in his daughters after strange reported behavior. They arrived at the office with none other than JC Lee Duggart. Immediately, Philip and his wife Nancy were arrested and charged, while JC was questioned about the past 18 years. She was held captive by the couple and was subjected to horrible torture and sexual abuse. She was kept in a backyard compound with no contact to the world and was continuously raped by Philip, eventually giving birth to 2 daughters. The Garridos lied to her, telling her that her family didn't love her and want her back, and the little girl didn't know how or where to escape. Fortunately now, the survivor, JC Lee Duggart, is free and is able to live a fulfilling life with her daughters. She says that there is life after something tragic happens. Follow my Instagram for the recipe.
How many packages have you seen like this on TikTok? I'm going to show you the best recipe you'll ever make. 2 eggs, whisk, Italian breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, so that's Japanese breadcrumbs. Give it a toss, no measurements, just eyeball it. Place chicken in a bag. Zip. You want to pound the chicken until it's evenly thick so it cooks evenly. Egg, breadcrumbs, repeat. Canola oil or peanut oil? Medium heat until it shimmers. That's the sound you want to hear. When you see the edges get golden, about 3 to 4 minutes, flip. Remove to a paper towel, season with salt. Chicken cutlet, aka chicken milanese.
Hi guys, welcome back to Serial Killer September. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born on May 21st, 1960 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. His mother was known to be a hypochondriac and demanded all the household attention. From a young age, Jeffrey became interested in animals, collecting their dead bodies and dismembering them. He even asked his father how to bleach chicken bones. In high school, he became an alcoholic and an outcast. He realized he was gay and fantasized about sexually dominating or raping another male. Then his parents divorced and he was left alone in the family home, which is where he committed his first murder. After dropping out of college, Jeffrey enlisted in the army but was soon discharged after reports of druggings and rapes of peers. Jeffrey soon moved in with his grandmother, where his problems began to worsen. His alcoholism went rampant, and he began drugging his sexual partners, then escalated. He killed at least 17 male victims, assaulting, dismembering, preserving their body parts, and even injecting chemicals into their brains, some while they were still alive. He even claimed to be constructing an altar with the remains. When he was finally arrested, Jeffrey said, "For what I did, I should be dead."
Today we're making the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich, but healthier. We're going to be air frying our chicken, and I also made homemade whole wheat buns. So to begin, you want to marinate your chicken for a couple hours, overnight is preferred. In a clean bowl, you want to add 1 cup of flour, as well as all of the seasonings that I have displayed on the screen for you guys. Mix all of that together, then get started on your buttermilk mixture. You want to add everything that we used for our marinade plus 1 egg. We're going to take our chicken thighs out of our marinade and straight into our flour. Then from our flour into our buttermilk, and we're going to repeat one more time just to ensure our chicken is nice and crispy. And this is very important, you want to let your chicken rest on a rack for 10 minutes before you fry them. Line your air fryer with some parchment paper, spray some cooking oil, and air fry your chicken at 395 for 10 minutes on each side. And there you go. I partnered up with Gymshark to show you that you can make your favorite foods at home and still live a healthy lifestyle. And if you want the recipe for the buns, I'll be posting it later this week.
Let's make homemade barbecue wings. Buttermilk, pickle juice. Let these sit for half an hour. For our barbecue sauce, we'll start with 1.5 cups brown sugar, 1.5 cups ketchup, half a cup of vinegar, half a cup of water, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons mustard, a sprinkle of garlic powder, sprinkle of smoked paprika, dash of hot sauce, and a few tablespoons of butter. Whisk over medium heat until thickened. For our dredge, we'll add potato starch. I've said it once and I'll say it again, don't you dare be frying with flour. Garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, smoked paprika, black truffle salt, and pepper. We'll start by frying these at 325 for about 7 minutes. Then fry another few minutes at 375 till golden brown. Now that right there is crispy. Lemon zest and that sweet, delicious barbecue sauce. Oh baby. That's just pure deliciousness right there. That's perfect barbecue.
We've been seeing these tacos everywhere, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make them. You're going to start out with some good cuts of beef. I'm using beef chuck, aka the shoulder, seasoned with salt and pepper, and give them a sear for about 30 seconds aside just to add a little bit of color, which is going to add flavor for later. Take them out, chop up an onion, 5 cloves of garlic, go in with those, the same pot. You're going to go in with equal parts of beef stock and water, bring those to a simmer. Go in with some dried chili peppers. I use 2 here. Go in with some wet chipotle peppers as well. This is going to add a delicious smoky flavor. And then you're going to go in with some crushed tomatoes. Season with bay leaves, salt, cumin, Mexican oregano, and some lime juice. Throw all your meat back in there. And an hour later, you're going to take all the other solids out. We're talking the peppers, the onions, the garlic, throw them all into a blender, blend them up into a nice puree, pour that back into the pot, and you're gonna have to let that simmer for about 3 hours. In 3 hours, I'll have the final product. Come back.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey everyone, it's Ariana, and today we're making the fan favorite tong hulu, which is this crunchy and delicious candied fruit snack that originated in China. It's so fun and easy to make. Today we're doing it with strawberries, so cut off the tops and add them to skewers. And then all you need to make the candy coating on the outside is a half a cup of sugar plus a fourth of a cup of water. You don't want to stir this mixture because that will cause the sugar to crystallize, so just give it a little swirl in the pan and then simmer it till it turns this light golden brown color, and then you can dip your strawberries in. I want to make this with more fruit, so let me know what I should try next.